Number one, you know it probably is Lydia, Cassady McClincy.
You may know him as young Henry, Macsen Lintz. And you may also know him as Henry, Matt Lintz.
Anybody heard of Judith Grimes? Cailey Fleming! What's up, ladies and gentlemen? How you guys doing? I know
we're doing great, right? We are great. How are you?
Awesome, because you guys are here, right?
Thank you.
So, we're gonna start with a couple questions, then we're gonna hand it off to them. I need to know something. So when I was a little kid, all right, I killed zombies in my backyard. They were all like in my head, and me and my friends would go around and it would just be cool. Now, I realize that that actually sucks because you guys, you do it for a living.
Yeah.
So I need to know, what's that like to be part of such a huge world?
Well, for me and Macsen and actually my sister, it's been a blessing with my sister playing Sofia and then obviously him playing younger Henry, and then me. It's just been like a family. It's been a family affair thing, and we've had a good time on it, and it's been really fun. Yeah.
Who's next?
Okay. So killing the zombies?
It's the whole zombie world in general.
Well, it's really cool because in real life, I like rainbows and unicorns, but in The Walking Dead, it's like you've got to kill all the zombies to stay alive. So I think it's really fun to kill the zombies because I have that little sword, and it's really fun. It's a process just to get one of them. So it's really cool though, but it's not scary at all. It looks scary on camera, but it's really fun. That's one of my favorite parts of the show.
Nice.
Yeah. Agreed. No. Yeah, you have the same answer as me. We're the same person. Yes, you want to say anything?
What is it? Well, sorry.
Okay, next question then.
All right, so I'm kind of curious. The show is so big. Who's the biggest goofball on set?
Norman.
Yeah, Norman, I'd agree. There's no other answer. It's just Norman. It's Norman.
That was easy. Okay.
We're all goofballs, but
I would say so. Okay, that makes sense. So going off that then, what is your favorite memory or favorite scene in film on the show? Favorite scene or memory of the show?
When I was in the creek, when Carol saved me, it sucked because it was a freezing cold creek and everything was muddy, but it's very just memorable to me. Does that make sense?
Sure.
But so it's definitely my favorite scene.
my favorite was in episode 914 when Michonne and I were in that big field of walkers. That was my first walker kill with the mini katana, and I was so excited, and I still am excited. It looked so cool, but I liked how we were fighting together, and me and I have a lot of memories together, so that's my favorite.
Wow.
I mean, everything I shot was so fun, but one memorable thing was the worm scene. That was fun. Yeah, the worm scene was pretty cool because everyone actually thought like I ate or she ate or we both ate actual worms, and that's just not the case. And it was like crazy because I'd go to the convention and people like, wow, you ate a worm? Like, wow, like no, it was fake. It was a Jello worm, but no, that was pretty fun.
That was pretty amazing, yeah. I will say, it's so hard to choose. There's so many favorites, but I guess my favorite from season 9.
Don't say anything from 10.
Favorites coming up. Okay. My favorite from season 9. I've said it before, but I think it was probably the snowball fight was one of my favorites. One of my favorites. Not the. I can't choose that it's the best, but yeah, it was super fun because it was completely improv. But yeah, the snowball fight.
Now, is that a tough question for you guys? Because I'm sure you get that all the time. Like, what's your favorite scene? And there's got to be so many. That's tough,
yeah, there's
right?
a lot. But I mean, there's good memories with every scene. So I mean, you can't go wrong. Yeah.
So, myself, I'm Team Negan. I love Negan. And I love how you're a sass mouth to Negan. Like, that's the coolest thing ever.
Yeah.
But how do you guys, not the characters, the actors yourselves, how do you guys feel about Negan, the character?
You love to hate him. You just love to hate him. You know what I mean? Like,
Sure.
But he kills everyone, so.
That he does.
I mean, coming from me, just watching the show, I think he brings such an interesting dynamic to the show, and his personality is so amazing, and that's I think why a lot of people love him is just because his personality is like crazy, and I don't think people relate to him obviously because he's a mass murderer, but like I think he's a really cool character.
Well, I haven't watched season 1 through 8 yet. So, Negan now is really cool. But I don't know about Negan then, because I mean, I know Lucille and everything, and the Saviors and everything, but I haven't watched it, so I don't know enough to give my opinion on it, because I don't want to give something I don't know.
That's fair. Do you want to answer?
How do I feel about Negan? I think he's awesome. I like hating him as well. I think he's just so charismatic and personable, even though he's such a horrible human being. So I like, can't help it because I just love him. But yeah, I like him a lot.
Awesome. You guys kind of touched upon it already, but it's kind of become a family affair for both of you. How has that been like, going from like season 1? I'm sure you guys have been involved.
Well, I remember visiting set when I was really young on season 1, and I knew a lot of the cast beforehand, so I knew Melissa McBride, who plays Carol, and I'd go to these conventions with my sister who played Sofia, and all the younger years, and meeting all these amazing people, and when you finally get to get on the show, it's like a whole different dynamic, but it's the same with him. He's known a lot of the people, and our whole family has, so just getting on the show, we're kind of used to it because we've known them for so long. You have anything to add or no?
No, I'm good. I think you got everything.
Oh, yeah.
I think you definitely got everything.
No, it's fun.
I'm gonna move over here. Have a question over here from the audience. And again, if anybody wants to ask any questions, feel free.
So this is for older Henry. So what was your first thought when you found out that in the next episode your head was going to be cut off and stuck on a post?
Get right to the point.
Jeez. I mean, it's the show. When you get on the show, you have to expect that you're gonna die, and that's what my sister told me. Even before I knew it, my sister was like, "You're probably gonna die." I was like, "Okay." But no, it's just a part of the show. A lot of people die, and that was me. And I'm grateful for the time I had on the show, and the death I had was really memorable, and I had a good time.
What did you find? What did you find? Oh, okay. So, do you guys watch your episodes? I know some actors, they will never watch anything they ever do. Do you guys go back and watch what you've done?
Yeah, I do.
I skipped some parts of mine, but I definitely did watch a lot of it. Like, I definitely skipped a bunch.
Now, when you watch it, are you like, oh man, I should have done that better, or oh, I should have done that different, or were you like, man,
that's
awesome.
what I do. I skip the serious scenes with me because I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be like, oh God, I should have done this instead of that. Yeah.
Just did that yesterday. Someone posted something of oh, sorry, I interrupted you. Anyway, sorry, I'm just gonna say it. Someone posted a picture or a video of some snow scene with the zombie or something, and I was like, darn it, and I got the best ideas, and I was like, I should have done it, but yeah.
That's too funny. What about you?
I like to watch my scenes, but I like to watch them to see how everything turned out. Because, I mean, you can't watch yourself, while you're doing it. But I think it's really cool to watch myself, especially with Walker killing scenes. But I usually don't. I mean, there are things that's like, I think this would have been cool to do, or this would have been cool to do. But in the moment when you're actually filming the scene, you do what you feel is right. So you can't. It's kind of what it needs to be.
Sure. So, again, guys, told you when I was a kid, I pretended to kill zombies. You guys are out there really doing the real. What are your friends' think about you guys on The Walking Dead? Are they like, wow, this is the coolest thing ever? Or they're like, no, I hate you because you get to do that? What do they think?
Well, I mean, because I sort of worked my way into it, especially with like some of my school friends, because they already knew I was an actor, and they just saw it as like, oh, he booked some role, cool. So they honestly don't care. You know, they're just like...
Well, I'm jealous.
Good.
I mean, I don't know if that counts, but I'm jealous.
My friends, my friends, they think it's cool because it's so different. But then they're like, so I was like, I'm on The Walking Dead, and they're like, cool, let's play a game. You know, they don't really care, but they're happy for it.
That's
like
good.
They're proud
That's
of it.
good. About you, Cassidy?
I mean, it's the same as what my brother said. I mean, my close friends, they know I've been an actor my whole life, so it's just kind of another thing I've done. Not a big deal to them, which is fine.
Yeah, my friends, most of my friends work on the show as well, so it's kind of cool. But yeah, I think it's really cool. I think it's such a huge show, and there's so many viewers, and it has so much
Sure.
power. Yeah. So.
Let's go back over here. We've got some more questions.
Hi.
Hello.
My question is actually for Cassidy. I was wondering if we could get like a hint on if Lydia tries to get revenge on Alpha for killing Henry.
Oh, if Lydia tries to... A hint on if Lydia
hint.
tries to get revenge?
A hint.
Dang, I don't want to get fired! Okay, all right, let me think. All right, if she... I think I will just hypothetically... Of course she's thinking that she wants to get revenge. I'm not sure. We're just gonna... Honestly, honestly...
Okay.
Should not say anything. Okay. Well, okay, sorry.
Thank you.
But yeah. Good question. I'll answer that in like a couple of months, maybe.
All right, I'll be watching.
Yeah, thank you so much.
So mine's for you too.
Hello. Oh,
So what was it like working with Alpha? on
with
the
Alpha?
show?
Oh my gosh, Samantha Morton is so insanely amazing and talented. She's so unpredictable. Every scene, every little nuance is just so captivating, and it's just so fun to work with her because I get to, try new things, and I don't know, she just brings out an excitement in me to, do my best working with her. So yeah.
Yeah, another thing about her is if you watch her work on the show, just think the exact opposite person, and that's her. She's
Exactly.
like the literally kindest person you'll ever meet.
Yeah, offset, she's like singing
Yeah.
Elmo, Sesame Street things because she sings to her kids. So yeah, she's awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Hi, I'd like to say you're all great. Judith, how does it feel being such a little badass on the show? Shooting guns.
I didn't hear that. I'm so sorry. I couldn't hear it.
Sorry.
How did she feel being a badass, shooting zombies, Judith?
Oh, shooting. Well, for me, it's the bow stab. I don't know. I'm going to give this one to her. Yeah.
It's really cool, first of all, because that's the exact opposite of me, So I think it's really cool. That's the fun part of acting for me, is to get to play people that you aren't, to get to play your own character. And I think it's really cool, the gun. Is that what you're talking about, the gun? That's really cool. I get to hold it, and I feel so honored because I have it all the time, and I feel so honored to hold it because it's so, I don't know what the word is to describe it, but
Sacred.
you know what I mean. You know what I mean. I think it's really cool to be able to have that and to be a part of the Grimes family. So that's really cool.
So I have
Thank you.
Thank you.
I have a quick follow-up.
Yeah.
So you have a mini katana on the show. Did they give you a little bit of training for that, or?
Yes, I've had training for the gun because we have all kinds of safety training to make sure everybody's safe. And so I've had safety training for the gun. I've had horse wagon training to get in the wagon safely, and then a lot of katana training to learn all the different moves. And Michonne has taught Judith everything that she knows, so I had to learn like Denai learned to make it believable. So that was really cool.
All right, back over here.
Hi, my question is for older Henry and Judith. Since there wasn't a lot of scenes with you two together, would you guys have been closer friends if Henry would have stayed alive?
I'm so sorry, there's an echo and I cannot hear.
If older Henry and Judith would have had more scenes together on the show, would you guys have been close friends?
Yeah, I think so, right?
Of course.
I think so. She'd
Yeah.
probably saved me a couple times. I don't know. It would have been cool though, but sadly we didn't get to work together a lot, but
Yeah.
she's doing a fantastic job and I'm so happy for her.
Thank you. He did amazing.
So I have a question for Judith, right? Oh, sorry. Thank you. Do you think Negan is going to be a good guy in season 10 again?
Yes.
She's so hopeful.
Well, I am hopeful because I believe in him. In the season finale of season 9, you can see all the different sides of him, and you can see how he has a special bond with Judith, and I think that's going to take him places in season 10.
Love it.
So I'm going to...
Go ahead.
So, first of all, you guys are all talented. And, like, how did you guys, this is for everybody, how did you feel when you first got onto the show? Like, is it what you guys expected it to be?
I don't know. Immediately when I got there, I just felt so welcomed. You know what I mean? Yeah, because after 8 years of doing stuff, everyone knows everyone, and like you're just so welcome. They're like, oh hey, what's your name? Blah blah blah. Like they're swamping you. Like you're just like immediately accepted. Like
When I first auditioned for the show, I didn't know what it was for, and so it was completely not what the show is like. Like the sides and everything were completely different from what I actually did, and so I auditioned for it, we went through the whole process, and then I booked it, and then we found out that it was The Walking Dead. And I had never watched it before, but I had heard of it, and I knew it was about, like, the zombie apocalypse. And so, you know, I was expecting on set to see zombies everywhere, blood everywhere, it to be a little bit scary, but it's like the complete opposite. You know, they turn it on whenever the cameras are rolling, so that's really cool.
Just going off what Macsen said, yeah, literally, since the show's been on so long and the cast and crew's been together, it's like literally like a tight-knit family, and first day of set, you're just welcomed completely into that family, and it's a blessing.
Yeah, I was a huge fan of the show since the first season, so I was in denial. I did not believe that I booked it. I thought someone made a mistake or something, and I remember when during the first couple episodes, I would always wake up, and this sounds so weird, but I wake up and I would think that it was all a dream, and I would like wake up screaming, no, crying, because I would think that I just dreamed all of it. And but yeah, it's still so surreal. It's a dream, yeah. But thank you so much.
Hi, question for the Lintz brothers. How was your training with the staff, and do you still train with it?
Oh, it was really cool because I started before filming in the summer prior to shooting, and I had a few sessions. And at first, it was really tough because for him, he was great at it, but then you have to add the 6-year time jump, and by that time, Henry's probably amazing with it. So I really wanted to make sure I was good with it, and I learned a couple routines, but it was really fun. At first, it was tough, but once you got the hang of it, it was really fun. But I don't do it anymore. Maybe I will. You never know. But it's a cool weapon to have in the apocalypse. It's probably like top 10 like coolest weapons. I don't know. You have anything to add?
Oh, is this for both of us?
Yeah, you did both.
Yeah, it was for both of you.
Well, yeah, it definitely. He definitely learned more than me, more routines and stuff. I learned more of the basics, like how to like do some routines, you know, my stance and just all that stuff. So he definitely learned more than me, but I did learn a good bit.
Awesome. Thank you.
Hi. I have a question for everybody. I was wondering, because you're such young actors and actresses, and you work with such well-seasoned, amazing actors and actresses, is there a specific actor that you go to for advice on a scene, or just acting advice in general. Sorry.
You learn a lot from them, whether it's observing how they act or, just them giving you tips. But at the same time, they're just great people who help you with your acting. And so I just think it's good to be around them, because not only are you on a really big show, but you're also learning at the same time.
Most of my scenes are with Denai, and so it's usually me and her in intense conversation. And so we rehearse it a few times, and then we add things to it, or we'll take things away to it to make it feel what we think feels best for us and what feels best for the characters in the scene. So I always go to her because she's a really focused and intense actress, and she's really amazing at what she does. And she's a great role model for me, so I always go to her.
Yeah. Honestly, I think every actor on the show has their own unique style and unique techniques and stuff. So, yeah, like they said, you learn from everyone. But, yeah, it depends on who the scene is with. I know when I have scenes with Norman, we always rehearse them before, just sitting in the chairs and stuff. And I did that with Melissa as well for that one scene in the snow in the cabin thingy, and that actually, we practiced so much. We were basically yelling at each other. And then Greg was with us too, so we were talking for, I don't know, we held the setup for like at least 10 minutes, just talking at the scenes, yeah, just figuring out what's best for the show and the script. Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. I love your dress, by the way, so cute.
Hi. Okay, so this is a question for all of you. Have there ever been like any scenes that you've been really nervous or scared to do?
The creek scene, because I always hated like crying on camera and stuff. I just felt really uncomfortable doing it. But I think Melissa sort of helped me through it. And I was still very nervous doing it, because it's a really hard scene to shoot, But yeah.
I don't think I've ever been nervous for a scene. I've been really, really excited, but I don't think I've ever been nervous. There's not really anything to be nervous about. You're always really excited for a new scene.
Wow. I'm literally always nervous for every single scene. So, yeah, I think that's what works for me. I get nervous for everything because it's such a huge show, and I don't know, it's just so exciting and such a different character with every scene that I've had. I don't know, a different, it's not me. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I mean, I'm nervous a good bit. I don't know. Honestly, I think the one scene that I was a bit nervous was I had a big monologue with Norman where I talked about his past, and I wanted to make sure I hit home with that. I mean, I was happy with it, but everything else, it's always a blast working with these amazing people, and it's always so much fun.
Okay, thank you. Hi, this is for all of you. How old were you when you started to act?
I was 4, and I was forced into it by my mom. But
no, shoot, that's a lie. That's a lie.
No, but I kind of agreed with it, but it was kind of like I didn't have a choice, because all 3 of them were doing it, so I was sort of born to do it, if that's the right thing. No, but yeah, I think.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I started when I was 4 too, but I didn't really start working until I was a little bit older. But I mean, I've been in the business for a good amount of time.
I love your costume.
Thank you.
It's really awesome. I started professionally acting when I was 7, but when you act at home, I started like acting out movies in my hallway when I was 4. So I was 4, and then 3 years passed, and I wanted to get into professional acting, and then it finally happened. So I was 7.
I was 8 or 9. I got an agent when I was 9, but I got professional when I was 9, I guess. Yeah, and then I booked the show when I was 17. Okay, I don't know if that was part of the question. Okay. Sorry.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
You two
so
look
cute.
great over there, by the
You're so
way.
cute
You guys
too.
see them? They look great. That's amazing.
I have a question for all you guys. What was it like during the auditions?
Well, my audition was actually like a fake script. So sort of like Cailey said, it was like I didn't even know I was auditioning for it, so I wasn't really that nervous. Sort of just like another like, oh, okay, let's go audition for this, and you know, I had a pretty good tape and I booked it. So.
Yes, I had a fake script for the audition too. So the first audition was a fake script, and then the second one was the scene with Judith and Negan on the stairs. But I didn't know that, and it didn't say Negan and Judith. It said different names, so like different fake names. And so I did that, and then I think I might have done it again, and then I booked it. Or I might have only done it once, but it was really It was really fun and cool to audition for it because I didn't know what I was getting into, but it was really fun for me.
For me, I think I had like one little quick audition, but the stars aligned because I needed someone 6 years older that looked exactly like him. And a funny story, my first day on set, Lauren Cohen was there, and she came up to me, she was like, wow, you really look like younger Henry. I'm like, yeah, he's my brother. He's like, oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. But no, it was one quick little audition and I got it, yeah.
Yeah, the first audition I had was, I taped in my garage closet with my mother, and then I heard a couple months later, they sent me new sides, and actually they were fake. They just changed the names, but it was really that one scene, the interrogation scene with Norman. But yeah, then I did that a couple months later, and then I booked it like a week later, and then I had to be on set the next morning. So yeah, that's my audition process.
Thank you.
I'm gonna put my two Henrys on the spot for a second, if you don't mind.
Go for it.
Because brothers are typically competitive anyway. Who was the better Henry?
Okay. Neither of us are gonna answer this because we're gonna fight after it. So no.
They know.
Okay.
I'm gonna watch this backstage.
Yeah, there might be a fight back. You might hear some punches or something. You never know.
All right, now for all four of you, I'm gonna put you on the spot and see who's gonna tell the truth. Who flubs their lines the most?
I've had a couple times where I've done that, but I have no idea.
My lines all the time. No, I don't know. I don't think any of us really do. I think we're all really professional. Yeah.
Everybody does it on set. Every once in a while it'll happen, but you can never tell because we just keep going. Sometimes I haven't had a scene where I've messed up and then we've cut because I've started busting out laughing or something. We just keep going, even if we know I messed up that line on the inside. We just keep going.
I have screwed up a couple times. I think my biggest problem is calling characters by their real names in the scene. But yeah, that counts.
So I actually saw an interview the other day where they mentioned that the walkers don't actually make the noise while you're filming. Is like that the only thing that fans wouldn't expect, or is there more parts of the show that we wouldn't know about?
Well, they sort of help with the audio stuff. They do make noises, but not like what you hear on TV. Because when I was fighting a couple walkers in one of the episodes, they were making noises, but it wasn't like what you'd hear on TV. It's a lot better on TV.
They're really low. Like, they don't project their voices because I think that would hurt their throat. But they make a little sound for you just to make you more powerful, I guess. To make it seem like you're really about to get eaten or bitten. So they make tiny noises, but it's not like what you hear. Yeah.
Cailey, this one's specifically for you. And no spoilers, but when we're in The Walking Dead season 42, and Judith Grimes has been in charge forever, what do you think we'll see from Judith as an adult taking over the world?
I have no idea.
That's a tough one, huh?
Season 42?
Yeah, I mean...
she'll probably... I don't know, I feel like she may be a leader, because she's really independent, and I feel like she'll have maybe like a katana like Michonne's, and I think she'll still have the hat and the same gun, and she'll still wear the same boots.
Same boots?
Well, like, you know what I mean.
I mean, I
Same
know
boots,
different size, yeah.
but I think she'll be the same, just grown up, and then she'll have a lot of lessons that she's learned. She'll be wiser. I don't.
It depends.
Season 42.
It's a ways away, I know. I know. It's okay, don't worry. I'm trying to help you stay employed. That's all. So, the show is so intense. Filming's got to be intense. You're doing all kinds of crazy things. You're getting muddy, you're getting dirty. How do you guys, when you're done filming for the day, what do you guys do to kind of come down and relax? What do you guys do for that?
I don't know. I just go home.
That's pretty simple.
I go to the trailer, I change, I go home, and I take a shower, and then I eat, usually. Take a shower and have food.
That's probably what I do. That's usually what I do. But usually like at nights, if you're like working outside in the woods and you're like really grimy and dirty, it's either you get in the shower right away or you pass out on the floor. So it's a decision you have to make like right away. But usually I'd get in the shower right away and hopefully not fall asleep in there. But it was usually just go in the shower and then fall right asleep.
I just take a hot shower, watch the dirt sink or swirl around the little drain. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure that out, honestly. I'm trying to figure out some way to decompress after set, because then I always dream about, I don't know, I always have nightmares like, oh no, check the gate, there's a hair in the gate, you gotta go back and do it again, and then I'm like, in my dreams. But yeah, I don't know. I think a lot of people watch TV. I'll try and do that. So that's
this kind of coincides with it, especially for like the Whisperers. What are the masks like? Are they like super hot, unbearable, and that kind of heat?
I feel bad speaking because I've only worn it once in that first scene where I was introduced, but yeah, they're hella hot. They're really hot. I can't. Well, the walkers have it way worse because they can't take theirs off, so they have theirs glued to their faces and parts and stuff. But yeah, it's pretty hot. It's silicone. They're pretty fragile too. Or no, is it silicone? I don't know.
Yeah,
whatever.
Like
they do a great job.
Yeah.
They have to poke every hair individually into the mask, and I just think that's insane. And I don't know how they have enough attention span to do that. I'm big enough.
Do you guys, I assume you guys go to the death dinners too, when a character is killed off? Do you guys go to those as well? Are you invited to those as well? I don't know if they let the kids go. Do they do that?
I've never heard that term actually. So maybe I just didn't get invited. I don't know.
Well, now you will be.
Yeah.
Well, my question was, because just to get something to know about you guys without the show, what's your favorite food?
Coconut curry.
I don't have one. I like steak a lot, I guess. I don't know.
Shrimp linguine. No, I'm a mac and cheese guy.
Mashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes, with or without gravy?
Without gravy, with corn. And then my other favorite food is strawberries. I love strawberries.
They're good. I'm down with that.
Whipped cream is really good. Sugar. Just straight up sugar with strawberries. It's really good.
Cailey, when I grow up, I want to be just like you. All right, one more. Just what do you guys watch on TV? What's your favorite shows? What else are you guys watching?
Nope. Okay. Tom Hardy, anything Tom Hardy. I'm obsessed with Tom Hardy. Woo! Tom Hardy! Woo! Yeah, Peaky Blinders is really good.
Oh, Peaky Blinders is amazing, but Game of Thrones is very good. Yeah. This last season was okay. I'm not one to complain because the rest was so brilliant. But Peaky Blinders is good, and Game of Thrones. You have one, Macsen? Or did you just...
I don't know. What do I watch? The Office.
Food Network. Food Network is what I watch. I like cooking shows, but I can't cook.
Well,
I like I don't know, it's really fun to watch, like the baking championships where they only have 2 hours to make this cake, and then they compete to see who can do it the best. I think it's really interesting to watch.
I love it. No, that's fine. That's fine. Before we wrap up and say goodbye, I'm going to try to put you on the spot one more time. You can tell me no if you want. But backstage, you came out and you were doing a cool little dance. You want to do a little dance for everybody here? Would you do that?
Music?
What?
Do we have...
Oh, we need music. Can we play some music for Cailey?
We can all dance.
Anybody? I don't even know we have the power to do that. I don't know.
I'll take the mic. No, I'm not the dancer. That's you. That's not me.
I'll be the singer.
That is not me.
And I can't sing. Oh, well, sing. We need music. Just do it, girl. Hear your favorite song in your head. Go. That's Cailey Fleming. Yeah. Well, listen, you guys have been awesome. And let's give it up. Cassady, Matt, Macsen, Cailey. Woo!
Thanks, guys.
Thanks for watching all the way to the end. You can subscribe here to subscribe to the channel. There's more videos off to the left. Mr. J says, don't forget to ring that bell button for more notifications.